Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us at the MarketSite studio, we have Jodan Ledford. He is the US CEO of Smart to discuss innovation in retirement technology. Jodan, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thank you.
What is the state of employer-sponsored retirement plans right now?
Yeah, we have a kind of a long history in the United States of retirement plans, and historically we had a lot of defined benefit plans, which were affectionately known as pension plans, where an employer would pay an income through retirement for people who worked at the company. And over the last 30 years, we've seen a shift from those types of pension plans into 401k type retirement plans. Defined contribution is what they're called. But really what we've seen over that period of time is a massive gap in the amount of people who have access to retirement plans. So there's about 40 million Americans that don't have access to retirement plans at this point in time. Most of them sat at small businesses.
Right. Well, the lack of workplace retirement plans, I mean, what does that mean for retirement savings if you don't have a pension, and we know, Social Security is not going to cover everything as we retire? What does that mean?
Yeah, it means, again, there's millions of people who need to have workplace retirement plans to be able to save for retirement, give them another pillar with respect to the retirement savings. And if you think about it, right now there's about 650,000 401k plans. It's affectionately what the defined contributions are known as. And there's about 6 million businesses with 5 or more people across the country. So there's literally millions of small businesses that don't provide access, and that's mainly been because of barriers to entry with respect to opportunity cost of time, or just the cost of actually providing retirement plans.
How should the financial services industry position itself to help close that gap?
Yeah, there's, when you look at these small businesses, obviously, kind of mentioned a 90% miss rate, but of the small businesses, there's a large gatekeeping element with respect to financial advisors. And in the financial advisor community, they typically have the relationship with small business owners and look to help them offer retirement plans. But really the advisor community has really been, there's a specific cohort of advisors that are specialists, which is really only about 5% of that advisor community. So it's really about developing tools to put in the hands of the other 95% of the advisors who have conversations with small business owners to allow them and enable them to be able to offer retirement plans to their clients as well.
What roles do innovations in retirement and regulatory regulations play?
Yeah, a lot. So, our system in the U.S. is not a mandated system. Other countries globally have mandated retirement systems. And so we've had a tax incentivized system for a very long time. And so there's been two pieces of legislation that have come out in the last 3 years that are looking to try to incentivize people to offer retirement plans. And that's the Secure Act, and then affectionately called Secure 2.0, which is not very creative, I guess. But ultimately, it's providing tax incentives for small business owners to offer plans upwards of 100% of their administrative cost to offer those. The role of technology in that case is to be able to provide a solution for them that's easy, simple, and it manages their time accordingly and allows them to sign up for plans easily and administer them easily.
How will the Secure 2.0 Act impact retirement services providers and their clients?
Yeah, so back in the Secure 1, which Secure 2 is really just kind of an add-on to the original legislation, there was created something called a pooled employer plan, which historically kind of didn't exist, which is any company could come with another company and sign up for effectively an outsourced defined contribution plan, which allows a small mom and pop type shop with maybe 8 to 10 employees to then join a platform that's going to have millions of participants on it potentially, and that allows for broader economies of scale and allows them to get something that's cost effective. Technology will allow them to spend less than an hour being able to sign up for it, and then because they're outsourcing the plan to somebody who's a de facto plan sponsor on their behalf or an employer on their behalf, they get the oversight outsourced to those providers as well. So it allows them to provide benefits that they're going to need for a workforce that is where we already see a worker shortage as it stands these days. Retirement plans are going to become a key component to attracting talent and retaining talent, and so technology should be able to allow them to offer it without being a huge burden on their time.
So explain to me where Smart sits in the ecosystem, and what are you excited about when you think about retirement moving forward?
Yeah, so we, in the U.S., we are focused on kind of 3 things: closing the coverage gap, delivering good retirement outcomes via personalized solutions, investment solutions, and then also focusing on retirement income. Because one of the things that we didn't talk about just previously, but with the shift from a defined benefit pension scheme or plan to a defined contribution plan, basically people used to know exactly what their income was going to be when they got to retirement, and now they're going to have a balance of assets when they get to retirement. They need help to be able to derive an income out of that balance of assets. And so you need technology on both sides of that. We need to get more people saving, And then when people get to retirement, we need to be able to help them facilitate and deliver an income solution. And so Smart plays a role in both of those sides. We provide turnkey retirement plan solutions for small businesses. We provide pooled employer plans that allow people to join a bigger platform. And then we have retirement income technology that allows people to understand how they take balances of money and convert them into an income stream.
Well, I mean, we're living longer too,
right?
So, I mean, that's got to be a challenge when you're figuring out, not everyone retires at age 65, and then, of course, living longer, that's got to be a challenge as well when you think about the income needs and inflation and.
Yeah, we've definitely, obviously the entire market environment's shifted in the last 9 to 12 months, and we've gotten to such a higher inflation regime, higher rates regime. But really, when you look at some of the tools that we need to be able to facilitate this, I mean, your number one risk in retirement is running out of money. That's your longevity risk. And so, integrating features like insurance products like annuities into a, kind of a do-it-yourself income solution will really help people derive an income and be able to sustain on that income through retirement in an aging society. And so it's very important and critical that we have technology that's intuitive for people to understand, because financial literacy is not exceptionally high across the globe, and people usually get to retirement and have a lot of questions. And that's again where the advisor community can come in and help as well. But being able to give them a spot in their retirement plan that they know that their retirement savings can be converted into income is like an extra step for allowing them to feel comfortable when they get to retirement.
All right, Jodan, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us
so
on
much.
Trade
Appreciate
Talks.
it.
And thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.